Jordan is a country that considers the development of its social and economic issues as a challenge to the entire nation. In order to enhance the development potential, the Jordanian Science and Technology Conference was recently held in Amman, attended by specialists and experts from Jordan and from all over the world. The conference emphasized the basic role of science and technology in the process of economic and social development. But above all, the technology and science have to serve the human being, who is the means and objective of all development in Jordan. When the development plan started, it was obvious that a link between the scientific and technological potential and the process of development was needed. Therefore, scientific research institutions were established to research and develop and to try to solve scientific problems that resulted from this development process. One of these institutions was the Royal Scientific Society. It was established in 1970 as an independent, non-profit organization by royal decree, and His Royal Highness Crown Prince Hassan has since set the pace as the chairman of the Board of Trustees. Starting from a modest office in the Central Bank of Jordan and then a rented house in the capital, the society managed at last to build its own headquarters in the Jubayha area. Though financial support and technical assistance from the government, from Arab and other friendly states were at the very start of the society and continue to be of vital importance, the RSS has recently started to generate some income of its own through services and consultancy provided for and through contractual research conducted on behalf of public and private clients. RSS has adopted a collegial approach to management and administration. Decisions are being made at department level, which allows quick reactions and guarantees productivity and efficiency. To find the necessary Jordanian staff proved to be quite a challenge, but it also helped to open up new avenues for the training of staff members at home and abroad. The Society sees its main function in research and highly specialized services needed for the establishment of a sound infrastructure, none of which are being provided by other public or private institutions. One of the earliest achievements of the Society was to fill the gap in the field of computer applications. This, of course, could only happen gradually. In 1971 and 1972, RSS had 2 small computers. Since 1977, the department operated its new system, which will meet Jordan's needs in computer applications for the next 5 years. In the area of commercial application, the department renders services like issuing telephone, electric and water supply bills, salaries for civil servants, etc. Technical assistance is being given to researchers inside and outside RSS and to public and private institutions connected to its system. The department also helps to develop working systems suitable to Jordanian needs. Recently, a computer training institute has been started to give a 2-year training in the fields of programming and analysis, and to cater for not only the ever-growing expansion in computer services, but also the need for well-trained computer personnel, both in Jordan and in sister Arab states. In spite of limited resources, the Electronics Engineering Department has already carried out projects which have found their way to the public. The Minilab modular system, for instance, which was produced for the Jordanian telecommunications, proved to be useful in the training of technicians. The building of prototypes of different electronic application units, like audio amplifiers, loudspeakers, current and voltage meters, and the functional generator, is already underway. The department is now setting up a service center for maintenance, testing, and standardization of electronic equipment. This center will also train technicians and engineers in applied electronics. Another project led to the production of a system which transmits from one source the muezzin's call for prayer simultaneously from all the mosques of one city. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa Allah. The Society directs a great deal of its attention to industrial engineering. This was an absolute necessity. Many technological problems needed to be tackled, as they were important for so many areas of industrial development. Consequently, the Mechanical Engineering Department had to be set up and to fully equip labs for the use both of the public and the private sectors. There are, for instance, labs for testing batteries, strengths of materials, skins, hides and textiles. The department's labs have been intentionally made comprehensive and flexible enough to be able to serve a wide section of industry. The most important feature of the department, however, seems to be its capacity to establish a sound basis of applied research in the field of mechanical engineering. It has met a long-felt need for the training of local technical talent and has begun to solve important technological problems. The department also helps in the transfer of relevant technology from abroad and adapts them to local needs. It also participates, with governmental institutions, in the task of establishing norms and standards for Jordanian industry. But it was the field of solar energy on which the department really focused most of its efforts. Jordan has an abundance of sunshine, in fact, more than 300 days of sunshine per year. 2 projects are presently underway: a Centre for Solar Energy Research for the desalination of seawater with fully equipped labs in Aqaba, and the development of a solar water heater, which could be produced of domestic materials and therefore be within the reach of limited income earners. In order to give the mechanical engineering service direction and functionality, a workshop was set up, in which prototypes of equipment and tools were developed and designed for the particular needs of RSS departments and of the public. A Centre for Building Material Research was established, which explores suitable means of construction in Jordan and other Arab countries. It aims at exploring the field of low-cost housing, better ways of building roads and other installations, at the improvement of construction materials, and this under constant consideration of the environment and its needs. The centre is fully equipped with labs such as labs for soils, concrete, cement, prefabricated parts and asphalt, where materials are being tested. It also works on norms and standards for building materials. One of the most important projects now underway is the development of a system of houses at low cost with prefabricated parts to suit the climatic and social environment in different areas of the country and within the reach of low-income earners. The centre is already now being considered as not only of Jordanian but of Arab importance, and high hopes are fixed to its ability to help solve the building material problem. The Department of Industrial Chemistry sees its purpose in studies and research for the benefit of the industry, to which it offers technical services and advice. It has labs for tests in petrochemical analysis and all kinds of organic and non-organic materials. One of its major functions is the testing of food, whether locally produced or imported, the participation in the establishment of norms and standards for the protection of the public at large. But this is not its only activity. The labs have been serving a large number of public and private industries throughout the country. The department tests water, paints and lacquers, detergents, glass, ceramics, and analyzes oils, fats and other minerals in order to assess their level of efficiency. It also analyzes deposits of motor and industrial machinery oils in order to assess possible damage and to find ways of protection and treatment. The question of environmental pollution has moved to the foreground, and even greater efforts will have to be made in the future, both from the department and from local industries. In order to contribute to the general scientific atmosphere, the Department of Education tries to keep up with the most recent developments in this field and adapt them to the particular situation in Jordan. The department is presently working in the field of science, mathematics, foreign languages and industrial training. It also holds special training courses in these subjects. For this purpose, science labs and language labs with audiovisual equipment were set up. It also runs a mobile unit for serving schools in remote parts of the country. The department works nowadays on many different projects, such as science books for children, vocational training manuals for educational training centres, teachers' handbooks, and the translation of mathematical and scientific publications. The Economic Research Department was the first institution to seriously study and analyse the various aspects of the Jordanian economy. It has 3 branches, one of which researches the economy in general, from agriculture to industry and national gross income. The second team specialises in studies of economic visibility of projects, be they governmental or private. The third division of the department is the data bank, where statistical and economic data are being collected, classified evaluated, analysed and cross-referred. The gathered information is available to decision-makers, researchers and whoever takes an interest in Jordan's economy. Of course, the department carries out its objectives of serving the economy of Jordan and providing it with reliable information in close cooperation and full coordination with government departments, universities inside and outside the country. The department has had the great good fortune to be able to really develop a team spirit in which every member can contribute fully to the success of the whole department. A printing press was attached to the Royal Scientific Society as a supporting activity. It functions not only for the RSS, but also for many other Jordanian and Arab clients. It's a highly sophisticated printing service with high professional standards, and it produces attractive school textbooks, books for universities, magazines, periodicals, and offers different forms of book binding. The Technical Information Centre and Library provide all aspects of a library and technological information service for its users, such as references, bibliography, periodicals, microfilms and microfiche. Research reports, conference minutes, seminar work papers, patents and study results are being classified and processed to be used by researchers. The Royal Scientific Society takes great care of its employees, and among other things, it's now involved in the building of 2 housing projects to accommodate more than 100 employees. RSS also provides health and social security and runs a cafeteria with services at cost price. Many things have been achieved by this time, but the Society is only at the beginning of its long journey towards the establishment of all those services which will contribute towards making Jordan a healthy, strong, prosperous and happy country.